when you go to the concept of remixing a song, how long does it take you to like when you first start? Are you starting with like the main vocals, or how does your process go when it comes to like remixing a song?
Well, both of these I only use the vocals.
Hmm.
They gave out stems for bass, drums, guitars, and everything, but I usually tend to want to give it a complete flip in the sense that I'll just stay with the vocals as a guiding tool for me. So I usually try to use them as a guide for okay, intro, verse, pre-chorus, chorus type of shit, and then I'll build around it like my own thing. I'll usually for both of these I looked for the chords for the chord progression. For Tash for Greed Remix for Tash Sultanas, I looked for how to play in guitar, learned it real quick, and then I built a whole thing around it. For it took me a week to have the whole remix complete. For the drum and bass one for Glass Animals, it took me 5 hours because I literally um, got the vocals, saw what key was in. I saw it was a B major, and I know that C major is a pretty easy key. It's like probably the easiest key. So I just transposed it one
Hmm.
uh, semitone up and got the vocals on C, and it sounded almost perfect still. So after that, I was just like, I looked for a sample of a piano that sounded dope, and that's how I went with that one. I had that piano sample, and then I just like literally added little things here and there, bass like melodies, and then drum and bass things. So it was these two were like complete separates. One took me 1 week, the other took me 5 hours, but I really fuck with both. Like
Yeah, you almost love them the same way, whether it was like 5 hours to
yeah, yeah, yeah,
a week full. You mean it's you mean it sounds like you just basically you want to recreate a song. Like let's say they approached you and you're just like, hey, what would you do with a song with these vocals and stuff? And you just like you took it and then work
yeah.
around it. It just does it just help you paint better of a picture?
Well, yeah. I mean, I when I try to remix, I try to like really remix it. I try to flip it and give my approach of what I would do with that. So I don't like. I mean, I guess you can also like use the guitars that they put and stuff like that. But I
Mhm.
personally, I try to just like envision it what I would do, like putting their vocals on a beat of mine, basically. You know. So that's how I see it. I mean, I don't know how do you approach a remix because I know
With
you've done a couple.
it varies. Like I'm the same way when it comes to like if I have a full stems. Oh man, I'll take advantage of it. You mean that's it's so lucky to get like the vocals separated from the drums and all that. But like sometimes when it comes to a 2 track, I do as much as I can with those two, with the actual just the 2 track. But when it comes to stems, yeah, I just love doing like my own thing. Yeah, I'll use like for instance, I'll use the melody but then I'll fuck it up when it comes to the drop. I want it to be wholly different to the point that people are just like, "Wow, that sounds completely different from the original one," and I like it. You know what I mean? For me, that's why I want people's reaction, and for me too, like I like it. You know what I mean? Because that's the most important thing is when you do a remix, is you want to do a flip or you want to remake the whole fucking song in your way that describes about you because it's like you sometimes you hear remixes it's like they just you know what I mean sometimes I'll do it like, definitely in EDM world it's like you just use the verse and chorus and then you fuck up with the drop but I don't know man.